In my Twitch things, hopefully I am indeed streaming. Yeah, looks like we're live. Alright, so we have Season 10 Cup Final. Mercer versus Kaza. So Mercer's on Keeper of Water with Hurricane Punch and Seeker of Knowledge and Assassination. Those are probably the most notable cards. But this deck looks super fun with the Seeker of Knowledge Kudaka thing, and Hurricane Punch is super fun. And then there's Kaza's deck, which is Seeker of Air, 2 Benton's Touch. Looks pretty standard, but the one big thing that's a difference between these two decks that's incredibly important is that Mercer is on 2 Path of Man, where Kaza is only on 1, so we'll see if that makes a big difference. But really excited. It looks like, I know Toridori and Simcoff mentioned co-casting, but I haven't heard back from them, but they might jump in. But I don't want to hold this back, so... It's a really exciting cup final because there's a really good chance that Phoenix is going to win this one. It's actually kind of funny because they're both like Mantis Clan playing Phoenix, but yep, there's the 4 Yoritomo, which he's not even running. I mean, come on. I guess he tried it last season out of Unicorn, and I think he got to the finals of... Oh no, that was Mercer that did. Also, Mercer is Apps, and Kaza is Kaza. Just in case people are confused by names. So it looks like Mercer's going to be first. Alright, so we see Suki with 3 Fate, because he knows that Kaza has no no Assassinate in his deck. And basically a 3-4 is pretty good. Kaza has an interesting flop here. I kind of imagine he wouldn't buy anything. This is a really early Tadaka. Gisai Toshi's not super great, and the mirror... Well, he just straight up buys the Tadako, too. He's gonna go into this turn probably with no Fate. Yep, Mercer passes. I mean, it's very probable that Tadako, the province would have got broke if he didn't buy him, so... And it's very good. Even first turn, it's good. Kaza has a library. I mean, yeah, yesterday Kaza beat me, and he just drew so much off of his library against me, and I couldn't handle it. I was hoping that it would clog up his provinces. He did have one bad flop turn because he kept them, but he still got a lot. Okay. So, Shrine Maiden discards 3 cards. Or, draws Against the Waves. And immediately in Against the Waves about Tadaka. With 0 Fate left, Mercer's gonna have a very strong first turn, probably. Yeah, the Tadaka's usually really, really bad to buy a first turn against anyone except for actually Phoenix, because it does turn off the box at least. But going in with no Fate against an opponent who has Against the Waves, well, it looked like that might have been, he might have needed that Shrine Maiden to find it, though. So, going in, all in water, or political into the library, finds Manicured Garden. And a Clarity on Suki, which is very strong. He's protected against the court games with that Shrine Maiden as well. I remember there was a 2 and 3. Kaza Mulligan 2, and Mercer did 3. Oh no, both of them. Wait, let's see. Sorry, 3 from Dynasty from Mercer, and 2 from Kaza. So yeah, I guess he kept the library and maybe the Tadaka. So we see him win the Water Ring to honor Suki. He didn't have a fan or a storm or anything to actually break it, so he just goes back in military with 3 on the Void Ring. He could have just gone fire on that attack, actually, but I mean, I guess they're pretty similar at this point. So the attack on the Manicured Garden, he actually display powers the Void Ring. Super important, because going into next turn, Tanaka has 1 fate on him. Good thing for him that Manicure Garden was under his library, actually. Alright, turn 2, we got Kudaka, and a Solemn Scholar. Yeah, it's hard to pass up free fate on those unique characters when they show up. Solemn Scholar is a lot better when you're going first, so that would have been a consideration. Solemn Scholar with 2 fate, and both players pass. Kaza getting the draws off the library. That was actually like pretty unfortunate, that because Mercer was set up to break 2 provinces that turn. If he just had if he had a storm, he could have stormed the first conflict and then recurred it on the second and broken 2 provinces, but he's going with these low cost characters, kind of doing the blitzy thing, but didn't end up getting any breaks. Both players put 5. Mash that 5. Yeah, with no breaks, Kaza's got to feel pretty good about having a Tadaka Kudaka versus a Tsuki Scholar. And he also has 15 cards to 12. And finds Manicure Garden, going in Political Earth, or Political Air, I mean, sorry. Bid 5R. That's pretty good. So Mercer actually has a lot of fate. No. So you see a clarity on the Tadaka. I'm kind of curious why he goes court games to honor Tadaka. That makes sense. I guess since Mercer has the court games, that was a guaranteed honor on Tadaka. So Path of Man, there it is. Both players at 5 fate now. Breaks, discards Prodigy, and gains 2 honor, draws a card, and gets a fate. Lots of stuff. That Path of Man won exactly by 5. Tattooed Wanderer on the Solemn Scholar. So he really wants to win this Earth Ring. I mean, there's a fate on it. Tadaka is online, and he has a Solemn Scholar. And we see a Tattooed Wanderer on Tadaka as well. So Tadaka will not get coverted. I mean, the Solemn Scholar is very solemn and quiet. Yep, so we see Military Earth going back at the Manicured. And he does defend with Tadaka, so... 1 versus 7. This is going to be hard to win. I guess he's just forcing the block with Tadaka. Yeah, forcing Tadaka to defend. Not bad. Not super helpful, though, since you're kind of on the back foot right now, because... okay, let's see. Shrine Maiden found Clarity. And he goes in alone and finds Meditations. Really, really big brain there. In the Fire Ring. So we see a Shrine Maiden at home. Getting really big Shrine Maiden. 2 storms in a touch. And we see the little Shrine Maidens going crazy with the bonsai. The Shrine Maiden at home was in case he draws Display of Power off of it. That's a tricky thing, because if you play it before the conflict, then your opponent will know that you have the Display of Power. So it looks like the Meditations is going to break. And the Fire Ring will honor Kudaka. Yeah, this is a huge turn for Kaza. So far. Yeah, I mean, Tadaka could have hit Meditations on that first swing for sure. So you see an all-in attack back at the Manicured Garden on that Void Ring. If he wins this, that's very big. You see a fan on Kudaka. I mean, this honored Tadaka with Tattooed Wanderer needs to go away for Mercer. We know he has 2 storms. So we see Mercer does a storm, Kaza does a storm. Tadaka gets clouded. So we see the cloud get it let go, another cloud. Is there another let go? Yes, there is. P. Mittens, you're right the first time, he can't storm. The Tadaka wars are strong. So Kaza does win. Which, that was super important. He won all the conflicts this turn, all 4 of them. He is reaching Enlightenment. He's going in with more Fate, down 3 cards, and a bigger board. He finds 2 libraries, but Mercer finds his Tadaka, so the Tadaka off, and his is gonna last after this turn, so only 2 Fate on it. Solemn Scholar with 1. That's true. This will be the first Phoenix win of the Cup, which is pretty cool. So Kaza's... I was gonna say he's hoarding a lot of fate. More like he's has a lot of holdings. Alright, let's do this dance again. We gotta cloud the mine on Tadaka. Oh, but Mercer passes, at least for now. I don't believe he's used the Let Go. You pretty much don't want to use Let Go on anything but cloud the mine in this matchup. I mean, unless it would have to be a very important conflict to use it on something else. Yeah, I don't think either player is on Consumed. So it would be pretty huge here. He has the fate to do it. He has the favor, so there's no censure. But, I mean, Cloud the Mine on Tadaka is about equally as strong if Mercer really... There's the Let Go. But the censure cancels the Let Go. That hurts. So Mercer looks like he's going to go Military Earth. Back at the Manicured, giving Kaza all the fate. Yeah, of the top 3 Phoenix, I was the only one with Consumed. But it was... I don't remember what happened. Yeah, Kaza is winning all of the wars. All of the... he won the... Okay, wait, let's see what's happening. Benton's Touch on Tadaka. And a Katana on Tadaka. So it's 7-9, 9-9 with a Wander. Now we have a Storm. Just back and forth getting their buffs. Yeah, I mean, nowadays running Consumed for a dragon matchup is really important, but these guys made it to the top without it, so... And they made it to the top with Path of Man. New meta. I mean, those Path of Mans are actually doing something. Alright. More storms. And Kaza ends up winning. He had to defend that Earth Ring. Because this is his last turn with his Tadaka online, so I think he might be looking to try and break this turn. So we see an Against the Waves to Baosuki, and there's nothing he can do about that because he did indeed win that Earth Ring. So he just has to break 2 provinces this turn. Might just happen. So we see Kudaka go in on the Water Ring, because if he doesn't break him this turn, he's facing a Tadaka. It's possible he can get a Mystic or a Let Go to get rid of the Cloud. So things get really sketchy after that. So looks like Mercer does not have a conflict character to defend this Shameful, but he does have a display. So that's pretty big. He's not defenseless now. But Kaza has 10 cards and has only used 1 Against the Waves, so we'll see how that goes. Solemn Scholar also got honored. From Suki. Interesting, so Kaza actually readies his own Tadaka. This... I mean, at this point, he's just not going to defend this, right? Or... Unless he has another Against the Waves. Or Clarity. Yeah, that works too. So he defends Clarity. And it's the Fire Ring. And the Tadakas right now are even, but he does have the favor. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking he wouldn't defend because he could just covert him, but I mean, if he has Clarity, that with his 8 fate left. Yeah, he went ham on that 2 Fate Tadaka first turn, never got meditated or voided, and he... Now we see an assassinate, but that won't be enough, probably. Yeah, he went ham on that Tadaka first turn, and no void, no meditate, and ended up being able to break enough before he went away. No fate, this is the end. Because it's political. He has exactly 6. Good game. Very fast game. Less than 20 minutes? I was super skeptical of that first turn Tadaka buy, but he did it. And he also had both Alekas for that cloud. I mean... So, Kaza wins. Phoenix wins! But also congrats to Kaza. New meta. I mean, that Pathaman brought him up to 8 Fate this turn. I mean, it brought him up to like 10, but... I mean, which would have been relevant going forwards, right? Like, even if he didn't break this turn, I mean, there was an online or an offline Tadaka that could potentially be turned online. Because I think he might have had another let go, but he couldn't play it because of Kaza's Tadaka. So even if like they went into next turn, Kaza's going in with 15 Fate to 7. That's crazy. Yeah, that was... I mean, Mercer would have had a chance for sure. Like, he didn't have a chance when the Tadaka was online the whole time. That's absolutely nuts. Alright. Good game. Congrats. I'm gonna end the stream. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.